Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So right now I am getting right into it and I'm working on getting everything bolted back onto this motor here and getting ready to be put in the truck. So I've got the water pump I'm doing, the intake, I'm going to be doing the valve covers, and then yeah, the distributor and the time that should be going pretty good. First things first, if you watched my last video, you seen that I soaked all my bolts inside of some apple cider vinegar, and it's been soaking for a good 7 days now. I actually got busy and I had to wait a little longer, but they've been soaking for 7 days now, and as you can see in the can, they're just, a lot of stuff's been taken right off those bolts. So I got this little rig here I set up, I drilled some holes in there. I've actually already done the water pump bolts and I got spares, but there's basically no rust on any of these now. They look almost good as new. I don't think the intake's going to be as well because they're a little bit dirtier, but I'll start by just taking this and dumping it in there. Let that all drain. And I just got some rag folded up there. And afterwards. So see that a lot of the rust is actually gone. I just need to wipe them off now and coat them in something because you don't want them to rust out now. But as you coat them, it's pretty damn good. So like I said, I already got the water pump one, or the water pump bolts. They're soaked in WD-40. I'm going to wipe them down again. I'm going to dry these off. So one of the things I'm doing right now is scraping off all the old gasket off this intake here. This one's looking pretty good. Got it all ready for the new gasket, and the motor here sitting in the corner. Take these valve covers off here. Remove the tape there and get that ready for, I also did get it ready when I was getting it ready for paint, so it shouldn't be too much work, but scrape off all the old gasket on there and get it prepped for that. And when you're painting, make sure you mask like this. I know like I didn't do the greatest job on painting, but make sure you mask all the way to this edge because your gasket does sit on there. You don't want spray paint or whatever you're using, right? Getting in between your gaskets. So this is what the apple cider vinegar looks like after the bolts were sitting in it for a week. This is the can, pretty greasy. And once I was done with that, after I wiped them off, I sprayed them off with WD-40, and then this is what they look like. It looks pretty good. So I'm just going to put a little bit here on the heads, just a little bit, just to hold the gasket in place. So once that's set up a bit, make sure you read your gaskets. I got I think Felpro, but they don't have the notches like I said, so just make sure you line them up decently. And that's all you need that little bit for, is just to hold the gasket there while you set the intake on. Helps quite a bit, I'd say. Once I put these gaskets on, I'm also going to, just to be safe, put a little bit more of the gasket mixture right over top of these corners. Now I'm going to let this tack up for 5 minutes or so like I said, and then I'll place the intake on. Sing Alright, so the intake's on. I've got a little bit of spillage there, but that's honestly perfect. I haven't bolted it down yet. I'll let this tack for 2 minutes and then I'm going to put the bolts in and tighten it up. Also, learn from my mistakes. First time I didn't go thick enough, I had to take it off, I'm not going to lie. I also didn't need anything here. So I'm going to take a good old fingertip there and wipe it all down. Now I'm going to tighten it down. So now that I got the intake on, I'm going to put the water pump on, and I scraped all the paint and stuff that I got on the surface there off. And I've also scraped all the old gasket off the water pump there. I'm going to put a little bit of this stuff on both sides of the gasket and stick the gaskets to the motor and slap her on. Should be pretty good. The spark plugs and wires in, looking pretty good. I took the motor mounts off the old motor, sprayed them with degreaser and used a wire brush on them. I'm going to put some POR 15 on them just to make them look a little cleaner. They're just soaking right now. So we got the spark plugs all zapped up there out of the way. We got the chain there, and using the water pump studs there to lift it up, and I got the stand set up here. He's jumping in there and getting the bag off the tranny.
My name is Joe. Oh, you should be good there.
Hopefully this clears it. Here, I'll push the motor out. Okay, ready? Kind of caught up on that pallet. Well, she's in. Got the motor mount bolts in. What do you think?
Looks good.
Not bad. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get the motor to mount up there, but she went. Got the bolts in there now. Got to go under there and tighten it with a wobble socket. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it needs to be done. Friggin' A. Stop. Hammer time.
Good
Hold
times
it.
trying to put the
Hold it.
flex plate bolts in.
Oh, okay. So we started at, I think, 10 a.m. today. I think it's 7 p.m. or something like that. And fuck, we ran into some problems, boys. I put the motor in and I started bolting shit on. I was a little happy-go-lucky there, and I had the motor mount. There's this bracket here for the ground. I don't really need it other than that, I don't think. So I took them right out and I'm running just the mounts now. But there's this bracket that I had facing up here, and the exhaust manifolds were hitting it, and we had to re-hook up the hoist, and it was just a fucking nightmare. I am filthy as fuck right now. Whole outfit, but we're getting her done. Also can't find my card bolts, but hopefully they're in my car at home. Well, I was trying to stay organized, but this is what the end product's looking like after we got everything in. Just bolting everything together here. It's going like Lego.
Well, started here. Flip the script around to the new improved 350. She looks pretty sharp. Oh, don't mind my finger shot.
Let's see if she'll start.
Right now, we are charging the unit up. Yeah. We got the battery hooked up.
Crack that propane valve. Might as well. I'll crack it.
No, I'll crack it. Let's see if it leaks again. We're checking if it leaks here, boys. So.
It's on.
No leakage yet. You can see she got frosty because we were freaking out. We almost blew up the fucking shop here, guys. Pins in there. Starting the unit. I'll give you guys a good point of view here. Yeah, here we go. Huh?
Nothing.
Nada. No dice. Oh. Oh. Is it in park? Is it in park?
Yeah.
Well, something's engaging and something's not engaging.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll be back.